Alright, so I'm set up to play a game of Onirim, and this game is one of the first games I actually played solo, and it got me into solo board gaming. So this game is very near and dear to my heart. What I love about this game is obviously the artwork is amazing, and the Oniverse games, which is notated here on the box, always comes with this like figurine, which I think is so cool. It doesn't really not this game, it doesn't have anything to do with the gameplay, but it's nice, it's kind of hefty actually too. It's just nice to have on the table as part of the theme of the game. So I'll just put it right there, and we'll see how this game goes. This won't be a tutorial. I'm going to assume you kind of know how to play. So there's just gonna be a simple playthrough, and I'll go ahead and shuffle the deck. I'm not doing any expansions in this, just a simple base game playthrough, and we'll go from there. So I'm gonna cut the deck, and then I'll draw my 5 starting cards. So it's not bad. I have a nightmare card, but because it is my first draw, I think it just goes into limbo. So I'll just put it here for now, and I'll place my first card, and then I'll draw it back up. Actually, I will shuffle these back in. And I don't typically shuffle too many cards to begin with anyway, so I'll draw up, and I'll place this card down, draw up to 5, and then I will place this card down. And that means I get to find a door, a red door. That's that. Just want to make sure I have all the door cards in here. I should have a second red door somewhere. And I might not. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're good. Just want to make sure I have all the doors in the deck. So that's good. We got our first door, and we'll draw up, and we could probably start doing green. I have a key card. We'll see if I can save that. I'll draw up and put this down. Then it is a door, so I could use this green key to just place this down, and I'll be able to get a green door. But let's see. Do I want to? Anyway, let me keep drawing because I need to draw up to 5. And then once I draw up to 5, I have to shuffle anything that was in limbo. Alright. So I did get a green card, but doesn't help me here. So I will place this down. I won't use the key for anything other than to make a set that I needed, and I'll find a green door. Go. Found the first green door. Shuffle this, and then I will continue. Okay. Shuffle, and I'll just hope I get a brown card. I did not, so I'm just gonna have to discard, unfortunately. So I'll discard this card. I'll discard a red card because I already have a red. Okay, so this is a nightmare card. So to resolve a nightmare card, I think I will go ahead and I think I'll just go ahead and discard my hand because I don't see anything useful, and draw it back up to 5. And the nightmare card doesn't count in this case because I was drawing up to 5. Another nightmare. Wow. Okay, so that's a good hand. I'll separate these. and then shuffle. Alright, so I do want to continue this brown set, so I'll do that. Limbo. This is not useful, but let's shuffle the limbo back in. I will discard, I think I'll discard this for now, and then draw. Not good. Taking a lot of chances of going through my deck right now just to get this brown. I don't know if it's worth it. I'll just discard the green. We already have a green door. We have a green key. Which is fine. I could use the key to look ahead and see what's coming up. But I think I'll save it, which means I'll also save this green card. And I'll just discard this moon, brown moon, because I don't need it. And of course there's a nightmare card, which means I could just resolve it by discarding the key. Draw up. And then these don't, this doesn't have anything to do with it. I'll just keep drawing. Door. Okay. So I'm already basically halfway through the deck, unfortunately. This doesn't look too great. But at least I got my brown card and I can play it, and that means I can find the brown door. Let's see. We have this brown door. And just so you know, in case you don't, there are two doors for each color. So we've found 3 out of 8 doors so far. So I'm going to draw up to 5 and then start my new pattern. Ooh, I was hoping I was going to get another green, but that's okay. I have plenty to discard. I'll discard this. I'll discard this. It's a nightmare card. I think I'll just discard the key to get rid of that. Now draw up to 5. We're good. And we have the green that we needed. So now we can find a second green door in the deck. Let's see. This is the second door. Shuffle. Then we'll draw up. It's a nightmare card. You know what? I think I'll just discard my hand. Oops. This doesn't count. Alright, so I have actually a lot of keys, which is great. Because if a door happens to show up and I have the key for it, then I can actually just trade in the key for the door. So we'll see how likely that works out. So I will put down this red. And nothing to do here. Discard the green. Since we got both green doors, we don't really need it. Don't need that. It's a nightmare card. I will discard the green key since we don't need it. Alright. Just going through this deck like crazy. So the keys, I think I'm blanking on what I could use the keys for. But basically you could use a key to search the deck, or at least draw the deck. Prophecy, yeah. So I could use a key card to look at the top five cards of the deck, discard one of them, and then put the 4 remaining on top of the deck in the order of your choice. So yeah, I think I'll use a key because I have so many. I'll use a brown key to look at the top 5. And I could discard any card that I want, so I'll go ahead and do that. And I can rearrange them however I like, and I will make sure that this nightmare card is actually on the bottom. And then I'll draw. And discard this and draw. Now I have a key, so I could put this key here and then draw, and then I could put this here, and then now I can find my red door right here. So I found my second red door. I'm gonna shuffle the deck, which means that nightmare we just saw before when I used prophecy is probably not going to be in the same spot. So we'll continue here. And I have a blue door, have a blue key, so I could trade in the blue key and immediately get that door. So I will continue drawing up. I have a brown door, I have the brown key for the brown door, so I can immediately use the key to get that second brown door. And then I'll continue drawing up. It's a nightmare card. I'll use the red key since I actually don't need it for anything to remove that nightmare. Another nightmare, so I'm just going to discard my hand at this point. So I'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And looks pretty good, except I really need the blue. So I think I'll use this to look at what's on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can do this and just discard that nightmare, and it looks like I might win. So let's put that down, and then we have the blue key, so I'll keep that handy, and I'll discard this to draw 1. And I have the blue door and the blue key, so I'm going to trade in, discard the blue key to get the blue door, and I've won. So it's just a matter of, you know, simple creating sets of cards with the same color, different symbols next to each other, and then doing that for each door. And then when you do that, you can come across the door and just collect them. And if you have the key in hand and the door shows up, you can do that as well. The nightmare cards didn't do too bad to me. I was able to manage them pretty well, I think, because I did get so many keys to begin with. The expansions definitely add a level of complexity to the gameplay, and it's definitely harder to win and takes more time to win. So if you're strapped for time, which, you know, with an infant at home for me is typically maybe just, you know, 30 minutes here or there, this is really the perfect game. And this actually says, what's the timing on this? It says 15 minutes. So, you know, I doubt this video is going to be any longer than 30 minutes, but the fact that you could probably play in 30 minutes or less in general is just very ideal for first-time parents like me. And in terms of solo gaming, you don't have to depend on anyone else playing either, so that also keeps the game pretty short. And I also find this game pretty therapeutic, so I find myself enjoying the shuffling aspect and going through the deck often. So I do recommend this game. If you liked what you saw and you'd like me to try some of the expansions, let me know, and I can give that a try. But otherwise, I think that's it. That is Onirim, and I hope you enjoyed.